How are we doing today, folks? We ready for another day of journaling? Now, this exercise more suited towards the teenagers and the adult population, but that's not to say that younger individuals cannot enjoy the exercise at the same time. So, let's get our journal. And our inspiration for today is a book by Bob Litwin called Live the Best Story of Your Life. A great book, a great author who uses a lot of real life situations. He had a passion for tennis, which shows up in the book quite a lot, and he struggled with his own demons, and hence the perfect backdrop for a perfect book. The main inspiration we're going to use is past and future storytelling and how we bridge the gap. Without further ado then, let's open up and get to work. Let's date up here. First thing we're going to do is tell your current story. So, my current story. Now, for this part of it, basically talking about your day-to-day events, what's going on for you, how's it going down, what you're feeling about it, what your thoughts are about it, and we can talk about things about family, friends, sports, money, health, community, communication, all these type of things. Okay? So it really is individual to yourself, and it's going to change. So a story that you do today will be different from a story you do tomorrow or next week, or hopefully when we do this exercise, if we do it again 6 months down the line, you might see how your story has changed and then write a new story of how to make it even better. So let's get to work. Right, so that's my current story. It can be as long or as short as you want, and as specific or general as you want. My current story goes a bit like this. I am a procrastinator. I think too much and do not get to action as fast as I should. I like to start new ventures but soon get distracted and they do not get finished. This often leaves me feeling frustrated and unhappy with myself. So that's an area which I know I need to improve on. I've known for quite a while. Okay, so that's done. The next stage is to write your new story. This is the place you want to be. This is behaving the way you want to behave in order to be positive and be satisfied with what you're doing. And some of the story guidelines for you to think about are What do you really want? And these, again, are taken directly from Bob Litwin. You can follow the link to his book. What do you really want? What really matters to you? What would you fight to get? What would you be willing to do to get it? Okay? So those are some things to think about. So I will now go ahead and write my new story. So my new story. Here we go. Well, so I'm quite happy with that. Again, it's quite short. To give you an idea, I might at some point do another one and share that with you. But my new story, I do not beat myself up if I do not finish a project. I guess it wasn't that important and interesting to me anyway. I reward myself when I do complete a project. This is very important. A lot of people, including myself, berate ourselves when we don't complete a project, but when we do, we just get on and do another one. So try to reward yourself for the ones completed, and don't be too harsh on yourself for the ones you haven't. And also, I am practicing the think less, do more approach. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. So the next stage is the bridging aspect. So this is where we are, or where we were, because as soon as you start doing this exercise, your story actually starts to change, your mindset starts to change. So already we're moving between the two. And this is the new story. This is now what our mindset is working towards. So what are the gaps between the two stories? I can see that I don't reward myself enough if I complete a project, and I berate myself if I do not finish one. So, the bridging gap. I'm going to just bullet point these. Be kinder to self. Reward when project completed. Now, rewards for different people are obviously different. A reward might be to go out for a walk, to go down to the local restaurant, to have a nice meal, to buy something for yourself, like a new book or something, or a new pad, a new journal. So reward yourself when you do something well. Do not berate yourself when you do not complete something as you would have hoped. And also to think less, do more. So I'm just going to bullet point that again. Think less, do more. And this reminds me of a book that speaks of the 5-second rule, where you should act within 3 seconds, something like that. I'll dig it out and we'll have a look at that another time. Act within 3 seconds or your brain will start to give you reasons why you shouldn't. So as long as there's no danger involved or you're causing harm to others, act quicker. Don't put things off, don't procrastinate. And that's certainly a lesson that I need to act out as well as pass on. And I suppose another thing I could think about doing is delegating. So delegating work that I can't finish. If you have the resources, financially or otherwise, it might be worth thinking about this. If you kind of finish a project, there are numerous sites, for example Fiverr, that's still going around, or sites that outsource bits of work, so you can get them completed at a relatively low cost and allow you to move on to the next project. That's it. The only thing I'm going to do now is to take one of my sticky labels, and I want to revisit this exercise in, I think I'll give myself 3 months. So based on that date there, we're going to revisit on or around the 22nd of 4th. So I'm going to take this slip and just pop it in the top there like that. Actually, I'm going to pop it on the side there. Okay, so now I know as I'm working through my journal, I can glance back at all my notes, and I know that this exercise would be worth revisiting in about 3 months' time. And hopefully, at that time, I'll have noticed a change, and I can redo the story again and maybe add more things in. So yeah, we'll do that. And if you are watching this and it's a bit old, then maybe skip forward to around the 22nd of the 4th April and see if I've done it again. If not, you can drop me a note and ask me why not. Right. I hope that was of some value. Please leave any comments, and I'll see you soon.